say something about the Pledge of Allegiance. Go ahead.
I'll just sit here and act like, yeah.
The December 16th City of Vandalia Council meeting is now called to order. We'll start with a moment of reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda to include ordinance 24-26 as an emergency ordinance. In the ordinance authorizing the mayor to the city of Vandalia to enter into an employment contract with Kurt Althouse for the position of city manager, setting the salary and the manager, and declaring an emergency.
Can I have a motion?
Second.
First. Blixley made the motion. Okay. I'm just going to go with that. I have a motion by Vice Mayor Blixley and a second by Councilman Lewis to approve amending the agenda. Can you call the roll?
Councilmember Follett,
Yes.
Councilmember Farce,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. All right, next we have the approval of minutes, where council, you've had an opportunity to review the council study session minutes and the council meeting minutes of November 18th, along with the special council meeting minutes of November 25th and 26th, and the council study session meeting minutes of December 2nd, along with the council meeting minutes of December 2nd. And the special council meeting minutes of December 3rd, the special council meeting minutes of December 4th, and the special council meeting minutes of December 7th. Are there any comments or corrections? All right, that brings us to communications, petitions, and awards, which we have none, and we have no public hearing. That brings us to comments from interested citizens. So if someone would like to make a comment, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. In accordance with Ordinance 84-01, time limitation on speaking, no person shall be allowed to speak longer than 5 minutes on the same particular subject before everyone else has had a time to do so also. Anyone wishing to make a comment shall wait for recognition from me before beginning to speak, and all comments need to be addressed to me. This is an opportunity for you to make statements. It's not a time or place for question and answer, debate, or dialogue. Comments that amount to personal attacks of any kind will not be permitted, and only the speaker recognized to speak shall have the floor. So please be respectful and refrain from talking amongst yourself while others are speaking. Would anybody like to make a comment? All right, then we'll move on to the city manager's report. Mr. Sweeteman.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just one item for you this evening. Just to remind everyone that the city offices will be closed on Tuesday, December 24th, and Wednesday, December 25th, in observance of the Christmas holiday. The offices will be also be closed on Wednesday, January 1st, for New Year's holiday. Our rec center will be open on Christmas Eve from 7 a.m. until noon. Only the fitness area, track, and gymnasium. And then on December 24th, sorry, I read that wrong. On December 25th, the recreation complex will be closed. On the 31st, the recreation complex will be open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., closed on New Year's Day. And just a reminder for everyone that while this is the last meeting of this year, the first meeting of next year will be January 6th.
All right, thank you. All right, we have no old business, and that brings us to our first resolution of this evening, that being Resolution 24-R-67. Ms. McHenry, by title only.
24-R-67, a resolution waiving the formal bidding process and authorizing the city manager to negotiate and enter into a professional services contract with OHM Advisors for the purpose of performing architectural design work for Robinette Park.
All right, thank you. Mr. Sweeteman.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Parks and Rec Department is requesting to waive formal bidding process and enter into a professional services contract with OHM Advisors out of Columbus for the planning, design, engineering, and compilation of bid documents and associated processes related to the next phase in the Robinette Park renovation project. The primary purpose of this upcoming stage is to build a splash pad, shelter, parking, and other park amenities. OHM Advisors had previously worked with the city to develop the Robinette Park conceptual design plan as well as the restroom building design and bidding process. So we'd like to move forward with OHM Advisors and an amount not to exceed $68,500.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
Your Honor, I'll move to approve Resolution 24R67 as presented.
Second.
A motion by Councilman Follick, followed by a second by Councilman Lewis to approve Resolution 24-R-67. Are there any comments or questions from council? Call the roll.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follick,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst,
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 24-R-68.
24-R-68, a resolution amending the general services pay plan for employees of the City of Vandalia, Ohio for the year 2025.
Thank you. Mr. Sweetman?
Thank you, Your Honor. This item would adjust our full-time general pay plan, making recommendations that were presented during the budget process. It includes a title change for our police department lieutenants going to police captains, as well as the addition of a position for police recruit and a construction inspector in our DES department, and then a pay group reclassification for our support services manager in the police department.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
I make motion to accept Resolution 24-R-68.
Second?
I have a motion by Councilwoman Dugan and a second by Councilwoman Evelotus Weaver to approve Resolution 24-R-68. Are there any comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follick,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst,
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 24-R-69.
24-R-69, a resolution amending the part-time pay plan for employees of the City of Vandalia, Ohio for the year 2025.
Thank you. Mr. Sweetman?
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, with the general pay plan, this time part-time, and we're changing the pay classifications related to our camp programming areas in the recreation center.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 24-R-69 as presented.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Fairst and a second by Councilman Follick to approve Resolution 24-R-69 as presented. Are there any questions or comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follick,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst,
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 24-R-70.
24-R-70, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a lease for storage of certain city property.
All right, thank you. Mr. Sweetman?
Thank you, Your Honor. This item would extend our lease with Air Commerce for the use of storage space at 2800 Old Springfield Road. The space is approximately 5,900 square feet. The new lease rate for 2025 is an increase of 3% from the previous rate.
All right, thank you. Can I have a motion?
Your Honor, I'll move to approve Resolution 24R70 as presented.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Follick and a second by Vice Mayor Blakesley to approve Resolution 24-R-70 as presented. Are there any comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follick,
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst,
Yes.
Councilmember Evelotus Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst,
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. We have no ordinances in their first or second reading. However, we do have two emergency ordinances, the first one being Emergency Ordinance 24-25.
24-25, an ordinance to revise appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Vandalia, Montgomery County, Ohio, during the calendar year ending December 31st, 2024, and amending Ordinance 23-28 and declaring emergency.
Thank you. Mr. Sweeterman?
Thank you, Your Honor. This is what I'll call the cleanup supplemental that was described in great detail to you today during the study session. We're happy to answer any additional questions.
And since this is an emergency ordinance, I'll open a public hearing, so if anyone would like to comment, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and your comment. Being none, I'll close the public hearing. Can I have a motion?
Make a
Move that we approve ordinance 24-25 as an emergency.
Second.
A motion by Councilwoman Farce and a second by Vice Mayor Blakesley to approve ordinance 24-25 as an emergency. Are there any comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Councilmember Farsd,
Yes.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have ordinance 24-26 as an emergency.
24-26, an ordinance authorizing Richard Herbst, Mayor of the City of Vandalia, to enter into an employment contract with Kurt E. Outhouse for the position of city manager, setting the salary of the city manager, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Mr. Sweeterman, anything to add?
Thank you, Your Honor. This ordinance simply adds the newest name to the plaque of the city manager of Vandalia.
All right. And since this is a ordinance that we're passing as an emergency, I'll open a public hearing, so if anyone would like to come and speak, please state your name and address for the record and your comment. Being none, I'll close the public hearing. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept 24-26 as an emergency.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Dugan and a second by Councilwoman Avalotis Weaver to approve ordinance 24-26 as an emergency. Are there any comments from council? Call the roll.
Councilmember Farsd,
Yes.
Councilmember Avalotis Weaver,
Yes.
Councilmember Dugan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Follak,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Blakesley,
Yes.
Mayor Herbst.
Yes, and the motion passes 7-0. Next, we have reports from boards and commissions. We've got the Civil Service meeting minutes of November 1st, the Planning Commission meeting minutes of November 12th, and the Board of Zoning Appeals meeting minutes of November 13th. Are there any questions regarding those? All right, next we have the November 2024 bill listing in the amount of $4,227,112.65, and the monthly expenses over $25,000, along with the monthly purchase card detail in the amount of $29,741.58. And that brings us to council comments, and we'll begin this evening with Ms. McHenry.
Thank you for having me again.
All right, thank you. Mr. Sweeterman.
Thank you, Your Honor. Congratulations to Chief Althouse on his new position, and happy holidays to everyone.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Councilmember Avalotis Weaver.
All right. First, I would like to say that I really enjoyed my first year on council. This is my last meeting of the first year. And I have a few people that I just wanted to thank, mostly the directors. I want to say thank you to Assistant City Council, or City Manager Rob Cron, and all of the extra work that he has put in, mentoring, helping, assisting. I know this has been a trying year, and especially the work on the Public Works facility. Also, all of the great activities at the rec center are always a great time, and we really love that. I know that we are top-notch, and everyone that comes to town even says that we have one of the best parks and rec areas around. And then congratulations to our brand-new city manager, Kurt Althouse. And Kurt, I know that a mom brought an issue up to you recently. She was getting ready to have a driver that had some special needs, and you really took some time and listened and to this issue. And after you sat down with her and you guys came up with a plan, other cities around heard about this, and it has really just spread throughout the whole county. Would you like to come up and kind of explain this, what you guys have come up with and this whole program?
Sure. First of all, I had to do a shout out to a resident of ours, Kelly Black, who initiated this entire program that started out with a pretty simple email that she sent me and notified me of a program she had seen in another state where they were giving drivers who are in the autism spectrum a specific envelope that notified the officer that they would give these documents to, that they were on the autism spectrum, so they may exhibit some behaviors that are unusual or different, and so it would hopefully lessen the impact of that contact between the driver and the officer. I appreciate her doing that. One of my sons is on the autism spectrum, so I understand some of that tenseness or uncertain behavior they may exhibit. And so it was a simple ask, a simple request, something that we did where we print on blue envelopes. It doesn't have to be blue, but we just chose blue. And it has the seal logo. It tells the officer that this individual that they're contacting is on the spectrum, and it lets the individual that's driving know what they need to do and provide the officer. And so we launched that program. We had a considerable amount of positive feedback through social media when we announced it. The Dayton Daily News did a great article, and Rich helped put that together, and we're happy to have that spread to other communities. I personally feel it will help reduce the tenseness and any negative interactions that might occur between someone that's on the spectrum and maybe driving a vehicle. So we're encouraged to have that program. So thank you.
Thank you. And then I'll just close with that I really appreciated working with all of you my first year. I've learned a lot. I know I can sometimes be the squeaky wheel and I annoy you and bring up a lot of trouble, but it's been a great year, and I look forward to the next one. So Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Dugan.
Yes, I would like to congratulate Mr. Althouse. I'd like to say thank you to all of the staff that have worked so hard all year this year, helping us and doing all the wonderful things they do. And I want to say Merry Christmas.
All right, Councilmember Follick.
Yes, first, and I apologize, I had a note here, but I forgot to do it. On the civil service meeting minutes, under new business, it talks about the public works technician list and the building maintenance technician list, but then the text below it refers to different positions. So they may have just been a cut and paste or something, but they're not, I don't think they're accurate. So probably need to revise those and bring them back.
That would be human resources, so I will let her know.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I missed that earlier when I had it. Comments, congratulations, Chief Althouse, on the new position with the city. Today, council had the opportunity to deliver holiday appreciation gifts to all of our city employees, which has turned into an annual thing. So that was nice to get out and interact with all of the employees. I want to thank both Sherry Howard and Angela Schwartz from the city manager's office. I know they do the legwork to get that project done for us. So we appreciate your efforts and organization for that. And then also just to echo, happy holidays to all of our city staff and their families, especially those in the public safety and service fields that may have to work during the holidays and the sacrifices they make for their families to provide the safety, to ensure the safety of our community. So happy holidays to everybody, and hope for a safe and happy new year. Thank you.
Councilmember Forrest.
Thank you. Just want to say congratulations to Chief Althouse. If you were listening, we had a lot of meetings this last month, and we did a good job. So I want to say congratulations to us also for coming to the decision that we did. It was great. Each of us took a different department today, helped by staff to deliver those holiday wishes to our employees and gifts. It is nice to get out and go into the different departments and see people and talk one-on-one, so I really did appreciate that. And other than that, happy holidays, and please be safe.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Lewis.
I'm not near as nice as everybody else here, but I'll try to be,
We know that.
say a couple of kind words, but certainly to congratulate Chief Althouse. He will continue the tradition of being a great public administrator, and I believe his leadership will do the city well. I'd also like to shout out to Parks and Rec for the Christmas tree lighting and that whole fair over there. That was once again, quite an event, and I think the folks that got to attend thoroughly enjoyed it. And I also, it's been a little trying, but it's been a good year, and I appreciate everybody's kindness, both the staff and on my fellow council people. And thank you very much, and I look forward to next year.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Blakesley.
Yes, the employee appreciation delivery today for a number of council members, and that represents basically the culmination of all the thank yous and kudos that we give, and we can't say it enough, how important and I would say what a great job everybody does supporting us and supporting the city. So it's just one way for us to additionally thank all the staff for what they do throughout the year, and just glad to be a part of that. It really thrills me to be kind of play Santa Claus in a way to pass along those little tokens of our appreciation on behalf of all of us and me personally as well. Going forward, look for good things coming in the next year. We have a lot of projects on the books, and I'm looking forward to getting into those and having another successful year. Again, because of staff, we'll make those happen and come to fruition, even though we make some of the decisions, but it's the staff that puts it in motion. And congratulations to Chief Althouse, which we'll have to get used to saying City Manager Althouse. So welcome aboard, and looking forward to working with you in next year and years to come. And to quote Santa Claus, ho, 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 Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone else, and I say Happy New Year. To you.
Can I step in for just a second?
Hold on, she
Forgot
wants
to
to
say
interrupt.
thank you to Mr. Schwieterman.
Oh, I was doing that.
Oh, well,
Look at my
sorry.
paper.
Well, you
Save
know,
it for the mayor.
you have done a great job of leading us and making everything fit. It has just been a blessing to work with you. Thank you.
Echo
No,
the
go.
same.
I don't have much to say now.
Oh,
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate Chief Althouse on his new role. Council and staff are excited to be working with you and looking forward to what we can do together to move this city forward. So congratulations. And as Councilwoman Farr stole my thunder, I wanted to thank Mr. Schwieterman for working with us these past several months. We've learned a lot from you. It's been a very good experience. So again, thank you for taking the time to come up here on these evenings. We've had multiple evenings, and you've attended several of the events that we have here in Vandalia, and it was noted and much appreciated. So thank you. And again, thanks to all of our staff. We appreciate everyone that works here at the City of Vandalia. And like it's already been mentioned, we passed out the turkeys and the hams, and I know everyone appreciates that, but we appreciate you guys too. So I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Meeting is adjourned.